is stress. But yet they have her. They want her to take so many of these different like pills and medications to help with a headache, but they're telling her it's stress related. I'm like,
and you wouldn't fix your stress by taking pills. You probably just address what's stressing you out. And
I felt like that drove me into the wellness field because I felt a certain type of felt like they were negligent in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you go to school for so many years, yet the humane answer is so hard to give?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
How can schooling create such an illusion that just giving the right answer is still not the right thing to do? You know what I mean? If I was a doctor, I would just been like, honestly, they want, like, if I prescribe you all these pills, I do get a nice commission, but you're just stressed. Take a few walks in nature.
Exactly.
Get your body real nice. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself nice things. Like, where's your stress? Matter of fact, get a therapist. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know if a pill to lose weight will ever exist. But
It does not exist.
It won't.
I work in a pharmacy. I can tell you right now, there is no pill that exists that will help you lose weight. There are things that can put you in a direction of not eating,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no pill that exists on this planet that can help you lose weight in a natural way.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put in that effort, that time, and you have to be patient. That is the only way. And I can say that with full confidence.
Yes.
There is no pill. And if someone is telling you they're lying. Tell them to call me. Tell them to call the podcast. We'll have a conversation. A good one.
Yeah, talk to us. Talk to us, please. Yo, Tyler, man, I want to touch on values, man.
The big V.
I want to touch on values.
Values.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like Marcus said in one of the episodes that we're students. You
Mhm.
never should stop being a student. So I definitely want to touch on values just because that means we will always be expanding on what we believe, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things that we stand on. So, and I also believe in being very militant. You know what I mean? When it comes to your codes and being a moral person,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta stand on those things because if not, then who are you? You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like, tell me. Just give me 5. Give me 5 cool words that you really like.
Okay.
That
right
represent
now.
you.
Growth,
Growth. That's a good one.
accountability,
Mm-hmm.
respect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if this is like really a word, but it's more like a phrase, but like just self-sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's my go-to 5? I got a couple on my head, but what's the 5th one? I don't want to waste no time.
You could do a few more if they good words. You know what I mean? You gotta get those words out.
Humanity.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with 6, love.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, I think love should be 1. So I'll 6 with 1, love. That's a big one for me.
Wow.
And one of those that I think I'd really like to speak on is growth.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I almost found, like, for me, the purpose of my life.
Yeah.
And it may be the same for others. Others may have felt this, but for me, I just feel like I should always be in a state of growing. Back to what you and Marcus were talking about, just being a student of the game. Like, for me, I thought about it a couple nights ago. I was sitting down, and I'm just like, we should just keep growing until we die.
Yeah.
And then when we die, our kids keep growing for us. And it's
Yeah.
done. That's it.
Yeah.
Just like that. And when I thought about it like that, things became simple.
Mm-hmm.
When I thought about doing things that I know I gotta do, thinking about them became simpler. It didn't feel as stressful. Now, I'm not saying I'm on my way to make $1 million tomorrow, but you know,
But
I'm
that's
on my
not-
way to becoming a better me, and I feel good.
The $1 million is somebody's level of, you know, growth, highest level of growth,
Yeah.
but that's not everybody's. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I would take a family that I built, a wife that loves me, some pretty kids, over $1 million. Like if I had to choose.
Oh yeah. Now
Know what
thinking
I
about
mean?
that and hearing you say that, yeah.
If I had to choose, like some is just priceless. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's what they mean by priceless.
Yeah, like growth is everything, man. I like that. I feel like as a human, when it comes to just being a human being, you know, being a human, that means you have a certain level of placement and like nature, you know what I mean? Most things in nature grow, you know. If we're connected to trees, just how trees are all connected, trees grow. They take in different information from other trees, they take in water, and they grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's dope.
It's nothing real different from what we have to do. You know what I mean? We grow our minds. We have a consciousness where we could grow that too, like, but always grow. And I know that's deep, because anytime I ever get stagnant, I know it. Like it'll feel like something in my mind. You know what I mean? If I don't ever feel any type of pressure or any type of uncomfortability, I know, am I dying? Like something, you know what I mean? Something might be off. So it is important to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because if not, you might not be growing.
Exactly.
And that's deep, and that does relate back to fitness.
That takes a level of acceptance, though.
Yeah.
That uncomfortability can result to something great. Excuse me, because when day to day, even when I work out, there's a hurdle I have to leap over in my mind when I wake up. And the hurdle's not always the same size every day.
True.
Some days I wake up and the leap is like that. Some days I wake up and the shit is so high, I'm looking at that shit, I'm like, what the fuck, like, I do this shit though, like, what the fuck is this shit, why is it taking me so much more to get it done today?
True.
And I think that's just life, the roller coaster people like reference when they talk about life, just the roller coaster of getting things done and staying consistent.
Completion.
Because when I think about it sometimes, the workout changes, the level of intensity can change, but just putting in the work is all pretty similar. So just getting over that hurdle to do it should be the same, but it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I guess that just shows that there are other factors that go into life outside of just like your mind.
True.
You know?
True.
So.
But like, fitness is so connected with growing outside of the gym and growing outside of just you exercising, you know what I mean? Like exercising your body, you start to understand that the same way you work out your body, you work out with people. You know what I mean? Like, if you want the best results, you have to take things slow. You know what I mean? If you want bigger muscles, then you have to either go harder or you have to take more time under tension. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, it's a lot of different like things that just relate back to life, to where you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like those big weights, that might not be the most comfortable position, but when you lift that, yeah, I don't know how you can go into a job interview after you lift 400 pounds and you're not feeling like you're difficult.
Like
you know
you're
what
a man.
I mean? Yeah, like, so it's like, it's a lot of confidence boosting that goes into it.
Patience is important too.
Patience.
The first time you go out and do a workout or an exercise, it's probably going to suck. It's going to be ugly, form's going to be off, but if you stay consistent, say by day 20, 25, it's going to be different. And that patience, that time that you waited, and the consistency that you put in, that all means something. Like that patience isn't just you being patient for nothing. Like it's all gonna equal to something better. So just staying very consistent with that has always been pretty important in my mind. And just understanding that being patient is okay, and that you're gonna have to be patient. So with that, I can transfer that type of patience into my day-to-day life, my work life, my relationship with people. I'm dealing with somebody and they're taking an hour to get to me. I could be patient.
True.
I waited 6 months to be able to run as fast as I'm running now. So I could wait another hour for somebody to bring me something, you know? So, and I found out that's helped me a lot. Because if you think about it, that's an area where you could potentially stress yourself out and raise your